Okay, yep, there you go. Test. Okay, there we go. Test. There we go. Test. Going live. No. There we go. Okay. Test. Test. Okay, yep. take it that I'm live now, considering that's been about. Alrighty, folks, welcome to tonight's game of Berean Academy Eagles versus Paradise Valley Christian Panthers. Alrighty. So to recap of some of this past season, that Berean Academy, their last game was October 17th. They were going to have one on October 30th, but that one got forfeited, giving the win over to Berean Academy. And they haven't had a game until tonight, where it is playoffs in the CAA semifinals tonight, which can lead to Berean Academy possibly making it into state championship for the third time in a row in 3 years. All right. And the Panthers have also reached playoffs, with just last week them facing their first playoff game against Ajo and winning that one 44-16. Let's see who will come out on top for this game. Now, we have around 9 minutes till game time, folks. So, I would like to read off some of our sponsors who have made this game very possible for tonight. We would like to give a huge shout out to our presenting live sports sponsor, SSVEC, serving our community. SSVEC and all of our sponsors are putting their investment into local youth sports and making this coverage free to you. Stop by at our list of sponsors, locations, and do business with the businesses that support the stuff you love. SSVEC, our presenting sports sponsor, powering our live stream youth sports coverage all year long. SSVEC, serving our community. Seniors helping seniors. At Seniors Helping Seniors, their caregivers are seniors themselves. They show up ready to exceed expectations. Check them out at Southeastern Arizona shs.com or call 520-487-4246. Desert RV in Huachuca City is aiming to build a community that surpasses RVs by giving back through local youth sports sponsorships, veteran support, and community fundraising events. Go to desertrvcenter.com. Stan Greer Millworks, Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows, with a distinguished history spanning 40 years, with offices in Tucson and in Hereford. Discover more at stangreermillworks.com. Pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks. Burger King. Hey Bisbee, your local Burger King has a new look and a kids indoor playground. Come visit our brand new location at 1221 Naco Hwy. Bring your family and enjoy your flame grilled faves. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Ed Morris Automotive Group, Sierra Vista. Stop in today and experience the difference. Cochise County is now backed by Morse. We'd like to thank those ones, and we will be reading off more sponsors as the night continues. Alrighty. Green out here, having just had their senior night a few minutes ago to recognize all their seniors. Seniors got the most on the line here when it comes to football games, leaving all their best out here, because both teams know very well this game can keep their season running or put it to a halt right here. I'm going to be honest, I feel sorry for the Paradise Valley. They traveled around 4 hours down here, and the amount of construction along the way, it doesn't quite help the trip. But it may not slow them down for a possible win tonight. Yeah. Game will be starting up here soon in around 6 minutes here. All righty then. Here in Cochise County, we only have 2 football games going on in this cold, crisp November night for perfect football games here. This game and Benson versus Wilcox is also happening. All 3 teams, very powerhouse schools here in Cochise County. All right. Just say that the music here tonight, whoever's on the DJ is doing a good job at the music choices. It's been nothing but absolutely great music here tonight as the clock ticks closer and closer to the game, to kickoff here tonight. Paradise Valley across the way quickly saying their pre-game prayer here. Those are always best for pregame. Gets all the fear out of your system, knowing that you can play your best. Looks like Berean Academy is on their way out to take the field here. I forgot to introduce myself, folks. I am Mark Wills, your camera guy and commentator for tonight. The voice of Cool FM, Mr. Jeff Davenport, will be joining us later on tonight in the game here. So I will be taking over for first half for your commentary, with him joining in to make the experience a lot better for y'all. The temperature out here tonight is starting to drop. It's getting into around the 60s, I guess, and only going to get colder here as the night continues on. With the game being hosted here in Sierra Vista at Keith Hampton Memorial Field, recently built stadium around about a year or 2 ago. Really great fields to play on, and with beautiful stadium lights here tonight. And here they come, the Berean Eagles. Berean Academy storms onto the field. Paradise Valley already lined up with their captains. Berean Academy also starting to line up.
To keep Hampton Memorial Field.
And so the game here tonight is on its way.
Welcome you for this evening's state semifinal game. Captain for Paradise Valley is number 9, Joshua Mejia. Number 15.
All righty. Both teams lined up, ready to go.
Sean Ingram II. And number 52, Rowan Mancini. Captain for your Berean Eagles are number 1, Isaac Merrill.
All right, they're calling out the captains now for the game here.
Nathan Meskey. Number 9, Isaac Hively. Number 53, Aiden Kemry.
Alrighty.
Again, we ask for a moment of silence for late teacher from Paradise Valley, Nate Van Dam.
Moment of silence will be recognized for a passing of a teacher over at Paradise Valley.
Thank you.
Currently, we're just waiting for captains to be sent out to the middle of the field to have the coin toss happen. Alrighty, captains are now being sent out for the coin toss here. Why is the phone so shaky? Oh, crap. Alrighty, captains for Berean are number 53, number 9, number 4, and number 1. I sadly can't read the last names from here. I wish I had that good of eyesight. It's always interesting seeing teams that have last names printed on the back of their team's jerseys. The amount of money you need to be able to just do that, where you can print off the names on the jerseys, last names on people's jerseys, is quite a decent amount here. Got to order essentially new jerseys every year. Alrighty.
And your Berean Eagles have won the toss and elected.
Berean has won the coin toss and deferred to the second half here, meaning that Berean Academy will be kicking off in the first half here.
Near Vista, get ready. It's time for playoff football.
And let the game begin. Berean hyped as ever. They're back playing football after almost a month of no games. Let's see what they've been training a month straight for. They will be kicking from, let's see here, they will be kicking on the 40-yard line from the east side. They'll be kicking east to west here. Alrighty. Alrighty, Berean lining up in what looks like a condensed kickoff here. So normally these are more of huddles than condensed, so we'll see if they spread out. Yep, and it was a huddle. We're breaking out of it, rushing to line up and get ready for it. Oh, going into, starting off in what looks like a 3-point, maybe 4-point stance here. It is kicked and goes bouncing down the field. A flag goes flying as it rolls out of bounds. All right, folks, just to keep in consideration here that this is 8-man football, and as much as it would be easy using the bigger field markings, it is actually the yellow internal markings on on the field that determine the out of bounds. Alrighty. Snaps it off, goes running down the side. Only gains around 3 on the play. Oh, sorry for the shakiness, folks. All right, just a little technical difficulty there. Alrighty. Alrighty, lines up in somewhat close but still shotgun formation. Berean getting close up on the charges down the middle, met by a host of Eagles. Loses about what seems to be a yard here. Brings it 3rd down and 6. Third downs can very much make or break your whole drive here for your first offensive series here. Let's see what the Panthers here do about this 3rd down here. All right, snaps off, looking for a pass. Try passing it, couldn't quite get the connection here. So it's 4th down with around 6 to go on the 40-yard mark. Oh, correction, 4th and 5. Looks like Panthers are going to be punting this. Snaps it very high, punts it, goes very far back, goes to the 10, picks up, and goes making a run for it. Goes down the visitor sideline, steps out of bounds at around the 35. On the 38-yard mark, bringing the Eagles into their first offensive series of the game here.
At the 40-yard line. One break chain game.
All right, snaps it from shotgun, hands off the running back. A couple of Panthers were already in the backfield to meet him.
No gain on the run.
But couldn't quite make a gain on it, but brings it right to the line of scrimmage. Bringing it 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Sorry about that, folks. Just quick technical difficulties here. Alrighty.
Big run just short of a 1st down. It will be 3rd down.
Big gain on the play there, bringing up 3rd and 1 on this play. Very close here. Snaps it right under, pushes through, isn't enough.
And the official signals 1st down.
And it will be ruled a 1st down. moving the chains forward. 1st and 10 on the 47 right there. Snaps it from shotgun. Hands off to the running back. Goes running up the middle. Found the gap. Makes a big run play off that, but there's some laundry on the field right there. Let's see who the flag is against. Okay, come on. And there seems to be an injury on the field here.
Player down on the field.
Fudge. There we go. Recovers, is able to get back up and go into the sideline. Gonna at least be out for one play right now.
He was on the defense and declined, setting up the 1st and goal for your Berean Eagles.
All right, penalty was against defense. Left the Eagles with an option to decline. They did. Bringing it 1st down and goal at the 2-yard mark.
Go Eagles!
Punch it in now.
All righty, quarterback goes running out the side some and pushes in for a touchdown for the Eagles. Sorry if the camera is a little shaky here tonight. Bleachers are not quite good for aren't quite made for tripods here. And the Eagles are going to kick it off here. Kicks it, and it's good. Bringing Berean to 7. Paradise Valley 0. Eagles will be going back on the kicking here. Alrighty, strong start here with us. We've a touchdown on the first offensive drive of the game here. We'll see how Panthers if they can score themselves a touchdown here in next offensive drive here. Alrighty, Eagles snap out of their break here. Getting ready for the kick here. Runs down, was able to grab it, went running down the sideline before finally met by an Eagle. Pushed him out of bounds right around the 30-yard line here. Strong kick there. Almost looked like it could have gone for a touchback, but didn't quite make it. Panther was there to catch it. lining on up with a heavy D-line. Snaps it. Oh! Already met by a host of Eagles, bringing up a sack. Pushing. Oh, it was a fumble recovered, actually. Bringing it first down for the Eagles at the 20-yard line. Man, to absolutely load that defense there for it to actually work with a fumble happening and having someone already right on that. That's a smart play there. Now Berean lines up their offense, ready to go at it. Looking for a pass. Was intended for number 5. Couldn't quite get it. It went over his head. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Alrighty, lining on up, ready to go. Snaps it, hands off. Oh, quarterback keeps though. Goes charging up and scores himself a touchdown. Bringing score 13-0. Ooh, but an injured player on the field. Alrighty, able to get back up and make it to the sideline. Alrighty, getting ready to go for the extra point here. Was not able to make it. Brings it to 13-0 still.
And your Berean Eagles extend their lead.
Alrighty, Eagles still doing the same formation for their kickoff here. Looks like it was unsuccessful on the extra PAT due to, I guess, a bad snap or something. Alrighty, 13-0 in your first quarter. Thing is, I cannot give you time updates at the moment because there's no scoreboard, so it's refs keeping clock here. Kicks it far. Caught. Going running up. Went running out of bounds at around the 27-yard mark. Bringing it first down. already on a 2-touchdown deficit. Points are guaranteed needing to be scored here. Already, offense being sent out. All right, looking for a pass here. Pass was intended for number 7. Almost intercepted, but neither could catch it. Bringing it 2nd down and 10 still. Alrighty, lines on up in shotgun formation here. Tried to get someone with a false count. Snaps it. Met by number 1 already. Drove him back even more. Sacked. And now will be pushed back around, around 5 yards for that sack. Bringing it 3rd and 15 now. Boy, sorry, it is starting to get a little colder out here. Having to start zipping up the jacket. To be fair, I'm not much of a northern cold winter guy. Alrighty. Panthers snapping out of the huddle here. Still trying to get someone with the fake count here. Looking for a pass. Oh, and it was a pass successful to number 15. And went charging upfield, getting around 20 on the play, giving Panthers their 1st down of the night.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Big play there. Almost looked like a screen for a bit. Snapped it, tried running up the middle, already met by almost the entire Eagles team. Ooh, someone's helmet got ripped off.
No gain on the run and will be.
That's guaranteed at least 1 play off the field there. They'll be back soon enough. Things look like they got a little heated in the collision there. Brings a yard loss for the Panthers there. Brings up 2nd and 11. Alrighty, lines up with more of they're almost very condensed here. Still have shotgun though. Snaps it, looks for a pass. Oh! Pass number 15 and makes a big run. He goes, he gone for a touchdown for the Panthers.
That's been made by number 15.
That was around the 55-yard touchdown right there. Number 15 right there, very athletic, a wide receiver. Was just open, ready to go. Able to spin around some of the players there and was able to make that big run there. We're gonna see what they do here for the extra point. And they're gonna go for the 2 points here. Passes it, almost intercepted by number 9, but it still is ruled as no good, bringing it 13-6 for Eagles in the lead. All right, we're about to see the Eagles go into their kick return. Alrighty, looking like they got two in the back there. And, ooh, onside kicked, but the kick went out of bounds, causing a penalty there.
Onside kick out of bounds, did not reach 40.
It's gonna be put at the 48-yard mark. Penalty makes it where it stays right where it's at. Ooh, correction. They put it onto the 50-yard line. About to press into Panthers territory here.
Ball has been placed on the 50-yard line.
Alrighty, let's see how Berean responds to this touchdown here. Maybe a touchdown on their own after. Alright, fake handoff. Handoff to number 2. Found the hole in the middle. Oh, correction, that was number 5, actually. Got it, go running up the middle. Gains about 7 before finally stopped. Brings up 2nd and 3. Really good run game here by the Eagles on this one. Got strong run game with great running backs right there. Able to immediately find the gap that is needed to go charging. Alrighty, lining it up a little close here with 2 running backs behind him. Under center. Handoff to number 37, it looks like. And takes it to the end zone for that touchdown. Bringing up a 44-yard touchdown and bringing the Eagles 19-6. Handed off, just went charging up the middle and just said nuh-uh to any defender trying to stop him. Found that opening and just went going. Everyone saw at the moment that he went to the 20, he was already gone. Now here they are lining up for that extra kick here, extra point kick. Let's see if they make it here. If they make it, brings score to 20-6. Kick is good, bringing score 20-6.
20-6.
Alrighty, the Eagles go back onto the kickoff here after scoring that touchdown. Still supports what I've seen here, that Eagles got a really good running back core here. We could be in for a lot of run plays that go very far here. Panthers, though, the Panthers can't respond back with their really good pass plays with number 15's athleticism of a wide receiver, and they pass out to him, getting big plays here. We'll see how they respond here with the. We'll see what they do when they get the ball here for offense. Kicker is lining up and ready to go for a kickoff here. Kicks it far. Caught at the 5-yard. Broke some ankles there. And went running down to the 30 before stepping out of bounds. Dear gosh. It's both funny and also just, ooh, when you see someone get their ankles broken there. Ankle breaking is not just to basketball, folks. That's for football also. You just don't see it as often. Ooh, it seems like, Berean always seems to always have a five-man D-line here. Ooh, Panthers going very close in here. Looking for a pass. And went too far and out of bounds, bringing it second down on an incomplete pass. Seems like a timeout was called, maybe? Oh, and wait, what? Oh, correction, folks. That is the end of the first quarter.
And that is the end of the first quarter.
And it brings the Berean Academy Eagles at 20, and the Paradise Valley Cougars, or no, not Cougars, Panthers at 6. All righty then. I'd like to read off a little more of our sponsors that have made this live stream possible tonight. American Southwest Credit Union. Today's game is sponsored by American Southwest Credit Union. Join the credit union that supports your community at ascu.org. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender. TWN Communications, delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Prestige Remodeling and Restoration LLC. Sierra Vista has been pioneered a visionary approach of customer-centric service. Visit them at prestigesierravista.com. Grasshopper Landscaping. Quality from the ground up. Contact Grasshopper Landscaping for all your landscaping needs. Visit them on Facebook or Google Grasshopper Landscaping. And back to the game, folks. It's the start of the second quarter here. Panthers looking for a pass. And it looks like a pass made here.
By number 7.
Gives them a 6-yard gain, bringing it 3rd and 4.
First down and will be 3rd and short.
And we'd like to welcome onto the stream tonight Mr. Jeff Davenport.
Oh my goodness.
Go defense! Come on, let's stop him!
Yep, here you go.
Thank you so much, man. So catch me up on tonight. I heard the score, 20-6.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of great run plays coming out of Berean here, but the one touchdown that the Panthers got was due to a pass to number 15, making it a 50 or around a 55-yard run there.
Wow.
Fourth down.
Well, that's awesome. It looks like they force a 4th down here on the opening possession of the second quarter. You want me to do analyst, or do you want to do play-by-play? What do you want to do? We can. Like I can go either or whatever you want to do.
I'll do play-by-play here.
You got it, man. I'll just fill in the gaps.
Alrighty. Here we go. And for sending out what seems to be another player here, number 13. Berean doing a swap of their own here. Alrighty. Panthers lining up. Alrighty. Snaps it off, looking for a pass here. Oh. And it looks to be caught for a 6-yard gain here. Bringing first down.
So it was a great design actually put up by the Panthers as it was 4th down. They're down by 3 scores. They've got to go for every single opportunity, and they were able to take advantage. They needed 6, they got 7, and they moved the chains for a big first down to right around the 41-yard line.
Oh, yeah. Alrighty, getting the play here. Breaking out a huddle. Lining up shotgun. Snaps it, looking for a pass. Goes for it. Oh, a lot of flags go flying here around where the pass was intended to.
Pass interference, the quarterback lobbed it up in the air, and both Berean players were not looking back at the ball. That's something that Coach Jalen Hampton, even though his team is leading 20-6 here in the second quarter, he will not be happy with a defensive effort like that, because that is going to move the chains and get the ball into Berean territory here. Knowing that the Panthers, when they faced Berean 2 months ago, ended up losing 35-6. Here we go again at 20-6 right now. Ball spotted, first down at the 44-yard line of Berean, while the Panthers discuss what they're going to do in the huddle. They got a good first down play on fourth down, followed up by a pass interference play on first down, and now they got another first down as they come to the line.
Ooh, lining up a similar formation as last time here. Tried to catch him. Snap. Number 15 trying to look for a hole. Couldn't quite, had to run out of bounds there.
So it was a direct snap to the running back on that play, and unfortunately there was no room to go. They almost caught him from behind, but he gained about a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9. The good pursuit by the front line of Berean and the back line chasing him down. 8-man football, normally all you have to do is make one man miss, and you've got green grass in front of you. Instead, he had to get pushed out to the side on this shortened field. So when you look and see the sidelines on this field during this broadcast, it's not the normal sidelines. 8-man comes in 5 yards on each side as they come to the line, 2nd and 9.
Alrighty. There they go, lining up shotgun. Looking for a pass. Oh, pass to number 15, couldn't quite get that.
Number 15
puts the ball back right where it started at, bringing third down.
Didn't look it all the way into the hands, and that was pretty rough. You know, you can't afford to have misses like that, not against this defense, especially when it was 2nd and long, and now it's 3rd and long, so you're going to be looking at trying to get to those chains. This is 4-down territory all the way down the field for Paradise Valley. They're coming into this game with nothing to lose. They're trying to knock off the team that literally has not played a game in a month. They have not had live game experience in over 30 days. They've had hard practices, but nothing can simulate the live game experience, but it doesn't seem to be stopping Berean tonight as they're leading 20-6. 3rd and long for Paradise Valley.
Alrighty. Snaps it off. Going for a pass. Caught by number 7. Goes charging up and tackled it right into the out of bounds, right?
Mason Meskey on the tackle on the far side, and that was a great pass. Almost dropped it as well on that play, trying to tuck the ball before he actually caught it, but he did catch it, tucked it, and got in to move the chains. Down the sideline, it is first down for Paradise Valley. They're moving the ball here in the second quarter.
First down, and it's around, what is that, like the 28?
Yeah, 28-yard line is where the ball is spotted right now as the quarterback runs the play in from his sideline.
Oh, yeah.
Great to see a good crowd here tonight. I mean, I couldn't park. I had to park all the way in the main parking lot right off of Fry.
Oh.
So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
All right, snapping off. Goes for a far pass on this one. And the flag goes flying as he catches it, I think.
There was no catch on the play, but Ryan George was on the coverage, and he will be called for pass interference. He was not looking back at the ball, and instead, that will be a pass interference call against number 17, the 6'1" senior defensive back for Berean. And again, 2 massive penalties on this drive end up continuing to give life to the Paradise Valley Panthers. And that will spot it just inside the 15. I believe the ball is at the 14. First down and 10.
Bringing Panthers into red zone on that one. Ooh, timeout called by Berean here.
So Berean will call the timeout, and as they do that, we want to thank our sponsors. Of course, this game powered by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community. Thank you, too. Where did you leave off? I don't want to cover everybody that you covered. You know where you left off.
I left off at Ginger's. So Ginger's title service of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard, and now open Saturdays 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Allo Fiber, your new home team internet and TV phone provider. Visit allofiber.com to learn more about Allo Fiber difference and become a fiber fan. Now available in Sierra Vista.
We can do one more. We got a little time.
Right Way is now serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County, providing heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services. We are happy to support our local athletic sports broadcasts.
Well, thank you to all of our sponsors. You can see them all in the post description or on the banner, because this is going through YouTube, right? Dan's got this one? Okay, so we've got some great graphics going on with Dan and the team back in the Cool FM studio. Get a little bit closer shot of that. Great job, Mark. And it is first down and 10 for the Panthers. Here in the second quarter, they're down 20-6, ball spotted at the 14.
All right, he snaps it. Running up the middle. Gains a couple yards on that play while Berean defenders were trying to push him down.
It was another direct snap to a running back instead of the quarterback. And it's like they're trying to run some trick plays. Berean is not necessarily being tricked on the play itself, but the line up front is actually making some good blocks and good headway. That'll be a gain of 6 yards. 2nd and 4 for the Panthers inside the 10 now of Berean. Interesting to see if the Panthers will come away with some points on this drive. And watch that Berean defense. Again, they are ferocious. They've only given up, literally, with the 6 points that the Panthers have scored tonight, they've only given up 26 points in their 8 games, or 7 games and 1 quarter here in this season. 2nd and 4.
All righty. Snaps to running back. Goes running outside. Kept running for it. Tripped up by number 5.
Fantastic open field tackle by Johnny Torres, the defensive back, making the play, coming up and tackling at the knees, sliding down to the feet and holding on tight. But that will be enough for 1st and goal inside the 5. The Panthers knocking on the door of their 2nd score of this game. That will still leave them at least 1 score behind Berean, depending on whether they go for 2 or not. We'll see how that happens as they continue their drive here tonight. It is the award-winning Cool FM Sports. Got fans and family members and friends of all of the fantastic Berean Academy athletes in this undefeated season that they've had thus far. We're so proud of Berean. Had a great talk with the head coach last night. Good old Jalen Hampton, where his name is emblazoned on this very field. The Panthers come up 1st and goal inside the 5.
All righty. Lining up with their formation seeming to be a little bit flipped here as they get their I think, a tight end on the other side here. Ooh, and the timeout was called by Panthers here.
Yeah, it looked like, just like you said, they had some confusion on the line as to what play they wanted to run, and they don't want to waste any downs. They want to make sure that they make the most of every single opportunity that they have, because they might not have another opportunity given how Berean closes out games. And leading 20-6 here in the 2nd quarter, we've got, I didn't even see what time it was when I walked up, and of course there's no scoreboard here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field, so we don't know the exact time that is left in this quarter before halftime. And actually, the interesting part is at halftime, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be tossing it to the Cool FM studios, because coming up at halftime, you'll see a short trailer for an independent film entitled Warrior that will be premiering on YouTube on December 18th, so stay tuned for that. Only 30 seconds long, so it'll be a quick sneak peek for you guys to see that trailer that will be waiting for you at halftime. As Mark and I will be chatting about this game and a lot more during the halftime show here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. It is a home playoff game. If Berean wins this game, they're going back to the championship for the 3rd straight year. It's 1st and goal, Panthers.
All righty. Snaps it off to number 15. Goes running out. Just makes a run for it and gets the touchdown.
Omar Sprott tried to tackle him from behind. There was just no chance. The Panthers quarterback had smoke coming off of his shoes. His cleats were flying as he knew he only had one way to go to get around that defense. He made the one-man miss, found the corner of the end zone, and got the 6. So it is 20-12 as the Panthers look like they're going to be going for 2. The crowd here is firing up as the Eagles spirit meter from the spirit line from Berean Academy is cheering on the crowd to get them pumped up and get the crowd making some noise here tonight as the Panthers line up for the 2-point try.
All righty, look at lining up with a full line here. Snaps off to the quarterback, passes. Looks like it was swatted out of the air for no good.
Great job by Isaac Merrill, fine student athlete, one of those 4-year athletes that has been a part of this program since he was a freshman. This program at Berean Academy is only 4 years old. So when you think about the fact that they've been to 2 straight state championships, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, thinking that they're going to win this game. If they do, they'll have gone to 3 state championships in 4 years, which is absolutely unheard of in today's day and age. And as Coach Jalen Hampton talked about last night in the Berean pregame interview that we did with him, we'd love for you to go back and watch it on the Cool FM Facebook page or check it out on YouTube. It was a great interview, and he gave a lot of credit to his coaching staff, how he designed it, how it was all put together. So the Panthers will kick off to Berean from our right to our left, I should say.
All righty. Oh, kicks it, and a flag already going flying. Probably a false start on that one.
Yeah, and offside, I believe the players on the right side ended up getting ahead of where the kick was, and they got to it before the ball was kicked. So they're going to back it up 5 yards. And the question is, okay, do you attempt another onside kick that if you lose the onside kick and don't recover it, now you've given Berean that much better field position, or do you just boot it away to number 5, Johnny Torres, the 5'9" senior, standing at about the 26-yard line, waiting to return this kick? So what do you do?
Well, last time they tried an onside kick, it went out of bounds and put them right at the 50, which would not be my smartest idea here. I'd kick it as far back as possible.
And that is what they do. Kicking the ball back to Torres, who catches it right at the 30, and he is off to the races. Gets one block, cuts up, down the sideline to the 40-yard line, almost where the kick took off from. Johnny Torres getting a great return there on the near sideline, setting up Berean in good position here deep in the second quarter before the end of the first half. Berean looking to add to their 20-12 lead. What a fantastic return, getting a couple of really great blocks along the way. Johnny Torres is an absolute stud on both sides of the ball and on special teams, being able to watch him do all 3 phases of this game. It looks like Isaac Merrill is talking to head coach Jalen Hampton about what they want to play, and there might be some confusion as to who's supposed to be in the game. There was 2 Berean Academy Eagle players who just ran into the huddle, actually right off the sideline, and now they have to call a timeout, as if they weren't ready to have the ball when they just got it kicked to them.
Oh yeah, it's a big stressor here to try to figure out like who's where and whatnot.
Well, there's only 8 men on the field at a time. It can't be that hard, can it?
Oh, it is very difficult to keep track of all, especially as like your normal captain is probably your quarterback when it comes to offense on a lifetime game here. Trying to make sure that everyone's in the right position and knows the play.
I didn't notice Jake Jensen, number 6. He's the 5'10" junior fullback. He's actually on the trainer's table with his right leg out on the table. So I'm not sure if he had he's getting some ice on it, or did he get a sprain or something like that?
I don't know what the full news on his injury is, but I do know that within like the first 5 minutes of the game, he was down right over there.
Oh, gosh.
And then another one of the Panthers player also went down in the exact same spot, too.
Wow, interesting. Okay. You mentioned that. I'm looking over on the far side of the field. I don't see any Panthers or a training table for them, but Jensen's still on the training table with his right leg up in the air. It is 1st down and 10 for Berean at the 40 of the Panthers.
All right, snapped it. Kept by number 1. Goes running at the middle. Found the gap. Goes going. And gone for that touchdown!
All it takes is one play for Berean to get a 40-yard touchdown run for Isaac Merrill, the senior quarterback, the senior leader on this team. Took the snap, had 2 blocks, came up the left side and then down the right side, the near sideline, and was off to the races. No one was going to touch number 1. As Berean makes it 26-12. Have they been going for extra points or going for 2-point conversions?
They've been going for 1 point. Only one of their 1 points had failed because I think it was a bad snap on that one. And they tried charging to make it 2, but didn't quite make it.
Okay, so they line up for another extra point. 1 play, 40 yards, and a touchdown.
Oh.
That's what it results in. Officials are blowing the whistle.
Something wrong.
How many people are in there?
2, 4, 6. So there's currently 7 in there right now.
Right, that's what I thought too. I was wondering why someone was running off the sideline. I thought that doesn't make sense.
An eligible player possibly, because there is specific number ranges, if I remember correctly, for certain positions. You might not have matched the number range.
Oh, that makes sense. Now they've got 8 out there as Merrill is the holder. The hold is down and the kick is way off.
Ooh, but a flag thrown on that play there. Ooh, it will be called upon.
Ball start on the Eagles.
On Eagles. Ooh.
No try. So they don't get to re-kick, or do they get to re-kick?
They don't. It doesn't seem. It seems like they get a re-kick on this.
That's what I would assume as well. So the question is, are they going to just go for 2 from here, or are they going to kick a longer extra point? And that's what we're waiting to find out.
Looks like with the amount of players that just left, though, it might be, and the fact that they're sending out their great runner there, number 37, getting that big 50-yard run earlier.
Oh, he was the one who got that?
He was second most ran play. He got from the 40.
6'1" junior. Man, they're rotating in so many different people here on this extra point try. And it appears that they're going to be going for 2 with the ball spotted at about the 9-yard line after the false start on the extra point kick, which was no good to begin with. They will split out the receivers to the left-hand side, and Isaac Merrill will be in shotgun to take the snap, going for a 2-point conversion from the 9.
Oh, looking for a pass here. Passes off to number 21. Goes charging in for the 2 points here. Bringing that score 28-12.
Omar Sprott, the fullback, coming from the near side, cutting across and getting into the flat where Isaac Merrill was able to hit him in stride, turned, took it to the house for 2, and just like you said, makes it 28-12. Here tonight, we're in the second quarter of this semifinal game for the CAA Division I 8-man football. The winner will head to the championship 1 week from tomorrow. As we hear the Berean March song playing, they line up to kick off. We're not sure how much time is left here in this second quarter because, again, when there is no clock or scoreboard here for all of the fans to see, we don't know what's going on. You know, it might have been kind of classy if they would have let them use Buenos Field, with their scoreboard to be able to do that. But unfortunately, that's why the city is here, and that's why Keith Hampton Field is here. I don't think Jalen Hampton would want it any other way.
Oh, yeah. May I just say that I've actually have been lucky to have Coach Hampton actually be one of the coaches I've been coached by when I was over at Buena.
Well, then I will have some questions for you during our halftime show. As Berean kicks off, a pooch kick that goes straight out of bounds.
Ooh.
Kick out of bounds.
Not the way that they wanted to do that, but so the ball will be spotted at the Panthers 40. They'll have 60 yards to go to get a score with not much time. There can't be much time left in the second quarter as we're looking at halftime coming up here shortly. 28-12. Thank you so much to Dan the Man and all of our sponsors, our crew back at the Cool FM studios, everybody who makes this broadcast possible. Jeff Davenport hanging out with my friend Mark. How are you, man? Doing all right?
It's been all right here in the stadium tonight. It's getting a little chilly out, but a chilly atmosphere with football here is kind of a little bit iconic during this time of year.
Mid-November weather, 66 degrees here in Sierra Vista. A breeze coming from the west, blowing from west to east as the Panthers line up. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 40.
All right, snaps it, looking, going far, almost, but got tackled a little too soon there, causing penalties to go flying.
Laundry on the field, and that will be another pass interference. So before I got here in the first quarter, were there a lot of pass interferences like that, or did the Panthers think that they have a cheat code just by lobbing it up in the air?
You know, the only penalties you saw in the first quarter were the kick penalties of the ball going out of bounds, which weren't really that bad. It only put them either at the 35 or 50, which it's not the best position to put yourself in, but still, it wasn't as bad as the passing interference plays as they are now.
No, not at all, because that is a 15-yard penalty, and we'll get inside Berean territory. Berean, all these unforced errors causing the Panthers to get great field position as they come up to the line. 1st and 10 at the Berean 45-yard line. Receiver split to the high side.
All right, looking for a pass. Pass is over. Went a little low, brings incomplete for 2nd down.
Diving pass out there, about a 5-yard out. Again, I don't know why they're not just throwing the ball down the field every single time, considering that gets them 50 yards every single time they do it. Or 15 yards, I should say, every time they do it.
Berean can learn very quickly here.
But they haven't. We've seen 3 just in the last 10 minutes, so I would keep doing it till it doesn't work.
Well, I get that, but then there's also the issue of the line there. The line has caused a lot of pressure and problems in the neighborhood.
2nd down and 10.
Alrighty. Snaps it to 15, goes running up, gains a couple before being met by a host of Eagles.
So a timeout called by the Panthers as they got 2 yards on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 8. The ball spotted on the 43-yard line after this timeout. Did they call a timeout? It looks like they're not. Now they're going over there for the timeout. It's like the coach had to tell them, I called the timeout, guys. Get over here. Let's talk about this. And so we must be really coming close to the end of this first half here. Berean leading 28-12 on this fine Friday night. A couple of big games happening around the county. Of course, the one that a lot of eyes are on over there off the I-10 corridor. Benson took that drive down to Wilcox, heading east on I-10 about 30 miles, and that is a big 2A rivalry. It's awesome to see them meeting at that point in the playoffs. 2 powerful teams. Did you have a dog in the fight, or who you think would win tonight between Benson and Wilcox?
Oh, I'm hoping Benson. Maybe I'm a little biased for the fact that I went to the Benson game last week. But the thing is with that Benson team, they've improved a lot over the season. I think they did dirt. They got done dirty with their 14 rank there. They should have been ranked higher up there. With how good of a team they play.
Well, the fact that they made it this far in the playoffs is pretty remarkable. 3rd and 8, the quarterback drops back, and he again lobs it up in the air. But that one almost picked off through the hands of Omar. Omar not able to come down with it. He was the one who got the 2-point conversion to make it 28-12. But as he ended up going back to try to catch the ball at the highest point, jumped a little too high. The ball was right at his chest as he was in midair and went down on the ground. That will bring up 4th down and 8, and the Panthers will have no choice but to go. They've got to try to move the chains, but again, they were going back to that plan of just lobbing it up in the air and hoping for a pass interference.
Oh, yeah. They didn't quite make it to the receiver in time to have a chance of that, praying for that penalty, but it's what can you do with a pass like that with pressure from that line there. It does bring 4th down, though, which last time I've seen them in this 4th down situation, they usually punt it. We could see something different here.
Yeah, no choice. They got to go for it now. I'm hearing them say, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. So.
All right. Snaps it off. Going. Passing it. Intercepted. Goes running for it still.
Isaac Merrill wrangled down by his neck at the 50-yard line. There is some laundry on the field. And are they going to call pass interference against Berean on that play yet again?
Oh, they did. Looking for a pass. Pressured. Oh, and a caught by number 15 going in for a touchdown.
There was some fist fighting there. right where the ball came down. Some arm tangles and pushes going on, and they're going to say that was pass interference against Berean. It won't matter at all because both players extended their arms, and the receiver from the Panthers caught the ball, ran it in. It is 28-18. The Panthers have hit almost as many points in this game as Berean, the defense, has given up over the course of this season. And Jalen Hampton, get a close-up of him. He is out there talking to the officials right now about that play and specifically about that call. And once the coaches make it aware that a play like that get some extra eyeballs on it, it will make it so they'll see that in the second half and hopefully be able to call that a little bit tighter, maybe a little bit better in the favor of Berean. But in the meantime, they earned that touchdown, did Paradise Valley. They are lining up to go for 2 here, down by 10, late in this first half.
Switching out what looks like their quarterback to be number 7 now. Snaps it. Goes... hands off to number 15, going out.
And all of the coaches on the near sideline, you could see them on the bottom of your screen, holding up their hands, yelling, "There's holding, there's holding." And we're waiting to see exactly what the call will be from the officials. But it appears like either a crackback block or a hold on that 2-point conversion will back it up at least 10 yards. So waiting for the official call. Not seeing it. They're just dropping the ball, putting it at about the 13-yard line. So the Panthers will have no choice but to go for it from the 13. They're not going to kick an extra point. They need to get every point that they possibly can before the halftime whistle blows. The head official, just to the right side, just outside of the screen, checked his wrist to see what that clock is sitting at because there is no scoreboard here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. They line up to go for 2.
All right, looking for a pass here. Goes lobbying it. Intercepted, but dropped. Or, well, not dropped, the tackle to the ground, making it no good.
So 28-18, the lead continues to be 10 for the Berean Academy Eagles late here in this second quarter, just after the 8 o'clock hour. Welcome everybody to the award-winning Cool FM Sports. Glad you are joining us here tonight, wherever you're joining us from. Thank you so much for tuning in. 2 big games on the line tonight. One over in Wilcox as 2 of our Cochise County teams, the Benson Bobcats, the Wilcox Cowboys, go head-to-head, and I believe that's the end of the first half. So Berean is heading off the field.
28-18 here. Most of their points being scored in the first quarter here. It's a tough game here. Could still be anyone's.
Again, you're absolutely right, Mark. And having that be the key where either team could end up, depending on the momentum. Who received the kick to start the game?
Panthers received the kick to start the game.
Okay, so that means Berean will receive to start the second half, which is good for them because they can get off to a hot start, put the pedal to the metal, and then run this game into the ground. Or at this point, they'll talk about this at halftime. So the things that we saw from it was a tale of 2 quarters. The first quarter, all Berean, 20-6 at the end of the first quarter, but 28-18 at the end of the first half. So the Panthers have been given extra life. The Panthers who are over here, there's no locker room for them. They're hanging out over here. They're talking about what worked for their offense. It was mainly the deep throw from their quarterback to the receiver, who was sometimes double covered, triple covered, but ended up getting hit before the ball got there. And massive pass interference plays led to 2 of those scores in the second quarter.
Oh, yeah. And then their first touchdown was they had one good play from number 15 because, the quarterback was receiving pressure, so Panic threw it off to number 15 for what looked close to a screen, but he was a little upfield. And then went running and did a twirl move to juke out some of the Berean players to go running far.
Well, that was the tale of 2 quarters, but it's a 10-point lead for Berean. They literally only gave up 20 points in 7 games. They've given up 18 points in 2 quarters here to this Paradise Valley team that they beat by 3 scores just 2 months ago. So the improvement by the Paradise Valley team That's a remarkable improvement that we're seeing just tonight. So we're going to throw it back to the studio here in just a second. But in the meantime, what's going on, brother? How are you, man? Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you tonight. Oh, exciting game tonight. It's a good game here for Berean. So before we throw it back to the studio, so you can see a 30-second trailer of the upcoming independent film Warrior. You want to go talk about some of our sponsors one more time? You want to pick up where we left off? We had a few more probably to cover, I would assume. I don't know if you hit them all, but just want to make sure that we get them mentioned here.
We have a decent amount of sponsors still left here.
Let's do that, and then after we do all of the sponsors, we're going to throw it back to the studio for the 30-second look. So go ahead and list off some of those other sponsors that we missed over the course of the first half.
Sierra Toyota wants to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Barnett's Towing and Propane, serving our community since 1963. Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista, serving the community for 45 years with great pizza, wings, and sandwiches. We are proud to support this live stream sports coverage here on Cool FM Live. We hope to see you soon. Sonic of Sierra Vista. Wendy's is Wacky Pack Wednesdays. Kids meals are $2.49, and Thursdays is 99-cent corn dogs. Plus, on Halloween, it's 50-cent corn dogs all day.
Well, Halloween was a few days ago, so that's obviously an old read there, or a few weeks ago. So the corn dogs are still 50 cents on which night?
Thursdays.
On Thursdays, so you can get them there.
Some wish it was still Halloween. Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing projects for 10+ years with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud supporter of local sports programs and athletes. The Cheryl Ethel team at Long Reality. Proud to support Long Reality. Proud to support our young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439. Eagle Plumbing, providing expert service in Cochise County for over 50 3-5. And we'd like to thank all those sponsors
and
for making this.
SSVEC, absolutely, every single one of them. And of course, this game powered by SSVEC. Well, it is time to see the short trailer from an independent film titled Warrior, premiering on YouTube December 18th. Let's take you to that trailer right now.
And who exactly do you think I am, huh?
You're a warrior.
Warrior, a short film. On YouTube, December 19th.
Well, Warrior looks like a lot of fun. It will be an amazing short film premiering on YouTube December 18th. Be watching for that, and stay tuned to Cool FM Live for more information on that. We are at the half here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. It is Berean 28, Paradise Valley Christian Prep Panthers 18. Now, the Christian Prep Panthers finished the season 6-2. One of those two losses was to Berean 2 months ago. As Berean finished 7-0, they have not played a live game in 2 months. Now, Mark, you talked about Jalen Hampton being on the coaching staff when you played for Buena. What year did you graduate from Buena?
I graduated 25. Coach Hampton was there when I was a freshman. This was right before they made the Berean football program, and he was the JV coach. Really liked him as a coach there. He was always so inspiring and always pushed us to do more.
And as a player's kind of coach, what's it like playing for someone with that kind of enthusiasm and intensity? Did you have the same intensity during your practices as you did during games?
Oh, the intensity was way more at practice. Like I think he went away beyond on the intensity of practices. So that way we'd be ready for the pressure of games, because during that season we had insane teams to face against, such as South Point that year. So, yeah.
Well, they're one of many teams that you tried to face that were really tough. And the interesting part about seeing the transition from 11-man at Buena to the opportunity that he had to come here to Berean to start a program that most of these kids, as he referred to in the interview that we did with him last night on that Berean pregame, he talked about 4 years ago when he started this program. Most of these kids had never played football. Many of them had never even touched a football before. And tonight there are seniors who are from that freshman class that have gone to the state championship the last 2 years. And these guys are 24 minutes away from making it a third straight trip to the championship. What does that mean to you as a broadcaster, as someone who has recently played high school football, seeing the consistency of excellence at a program like Berean?
Oh, it really shows how great the coaching staff is to be able to put in a regiment where the players who barely know what they're doing, like to making it where they're essentially all-stars here, being able to absolutely rock most teams here. It is something of a spectacle to see here. And you can see many examples of this across Cochise County, but here specifically, you see how great they've made their comeback off their program start. And it's spectacular. I hope Coach Hampton here can continue to make them great and make it where they can do a three-peat this year.
A perennial, fantastic team. The three-peat would be returning to the championship. They won 2 years ago in their second year in existence. They ended up going undefeated, running the table, and went from undesirable to undeniable, winning that state championship in their second year of existence. Last year, we followed them as well and ended up going all the way to the championship game. They faced off against a team that John Berger and I both agreed did not belong in the CAA. It was an 8-man football team that literally had 45 men on the roster, and all of them were like blue chip athletes. It was like they could recruit and handpick, and Berean, they were not in the same league as this team that I think was too good to be in the division they were in. Berean went from CAA Division III back down to Division I for this season, running the table undefeated thus far, leading by 10 here at the half. And then, what are going to be the keys to the second half for them to finish this off?
Ooh, penalties, man, penalties. We saw that in the second quarter. Those penalties were starting to get a little crazy. And if they could get that penalties under control, I think the amount of pressure they're already putting is already making the quarterback not do the best throws he could do. And then their run game, they already have the Panthers run game already locked where they can't make a run at all with that. I've mentioned this multiple times, the 5-man O-line there, which I'm pointing out to because that O-line is strong, able to get back there, and I've seen them in the first quarter absolutely make sacks, like massive 10-yard sacks off of it. And I could see their defense coming out of this with Coach Hampton's coaching to make a big play here, make big stops here for the Panthers offense.
As you see on the right side of your screen, the officiating crew is putting up their hands saying 3. So 3 more minutes before we will be back to action. Here comes Berean Academy. We'll show the camera angle of them returning to the field. There should be a nice ovation from the crowd here tonight as we are ready to see the second half of action. Kimberly, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh my gosh. So as the Eagles come back out to the field to the song AC/DC's Are You Ready for a Good Time? I think we're ready for a good time this second half. They lead by 10. What will happen when the ball is kicked off to them? As Mark said, they ended up either deferring or deciding or losing the coin toss.
They won the coin toss to defer it.
Yep. All right, so we're going to see them kick off or get the Panthers going to kick off to them as they do their warm-ups along the sideline. So they got a couple more minutes to get things warmed up here. Thank you again to all the sponsors. Thank you to Dan the Man and everybody back in the studio making this coverage possible with all of the fun things that you got on your screen that you can see, all of the different logos of all of our sponsors. Hey, if you run into them around town or around the county, make sure you give them a high five and tell them thank you for making sure that our local teams are covered here in the playoffs. And if Berean gets to win this game and heads to the championship game 1 week from tomorrow, we will be there in Phoenix for that championship game. I've been there the last 2 years. Why not make it 3 straight to call 3 straight championship games? It will be exciting. You see them warming up on the field right now, getting their legs loose, their hamstrings loose, making sure that there's going to be no cramping here in this second half. With the intensity, like you said, Mark, of the practices that Coach Hampton puts his teams through, you would think that there would be no cramping coming up over the course of this. They would be used to it. They're in the higher elevation, whereas Paradise Valley literally comes from the Valley of the Sun. Coming up here into a 4,300 foot elevation where that oxygen is a little bit thinner. Of course, Berean has the advantage there. But in a semifinal game, like you said, going into halftime, it's anybody's game. A 10-point game could swing either way depending on the penalties in the second half.
Oh, yeah. Penalties can make or break your game, but it also, penalties don't make the game. It can help factor into shaping it, but it's mostly the drive, the focus you have towards the play here. If Berean's offense can lock in here, and with their with their running game, spectacular, they can easily keep their high point lead here.
Well, their most recent touchdown came on a 40-yard run by quarterback Isaac Merrill, who had 2 blocks. He ended up juking or going to the left, getting a block there, cutting back to the right to the near side, and ended up taking it to the house. So, we're ready for the second half. 24 minutes to glory.
We return to action here in the second half. Reminder, your Berean Eagles do have a...
Making one last checks to his ball, the kicker is doing. Goes back to the lineup for here.
So do you think they're going to try an onside kick, and that way they could, because if they end up getting the ball to start the second half instead of Berean, they could make this a lot closer game.
Oh, and it looks like they kind of did that. Caught.
Did he make a fair catch is the question, because they're blowing it dead right there at the Berean 45-yard line. So there might have been a fair catch. I can only assume, which is why they blew it dead right after it ended up getting into his breadbasket. But normally, if he runs after catching the ball, that's a penalty. So I didn't see that happen, but they downed it right away. And so Berean will have excellent field position, starting at their own 45-yard line here in this second half. They lead by 10. Isaac Merrill, the senior quarterback, runs in the play. I got to see Isaac Merrill speak at the Boys and Girls Club Great Futures Dinner just a couple of Saturdays ago. And it was an amazing speech that he made to the crowd that night, a record-breaking night at the Boys and Girls Club. He's got 1st and 10.
Keeps it, goes running up the middle. Only slowed down to make a stop at the 48-yard mark, bringing it second and around 4.
So we'll be 2nd and 4 as that run went right up the heart of the defense there of Paradise Valley Panthers. Number 2, Nate Titano comes out of the game as Isaac Merrill runs the play back in from the sideline. Talks to his offense. They get set for a short 2nd and 4. 2 receivers to the high side, 1 running back flanking Merrill.
All right, hands off to his running back. Goes running up the side here. Has a clear open. Only got stopped by number 15 at around the 25-yard line, bringing Berean 1st down.
But there is a flag on the play right at the line of scrimmage at the 49-yard line. One of the offensive blockers for Berean took the defensive lineman down to the ground, and that will be a holding call against Berean. It will make it 2nd and 14 as they will back up all the way to the 41-yard line.
That's just gotta hurt on the running back. You make such an amazing play, and then it's just one little mistake sets everything back so much.
I was wondering if they were going to throw the flag. It was a delayed flag for sure. but 2nd and 14. Maryland shotgun again, 2 to the high side.
All right, looks like there was a little confusion on handoff. Decides to keep it. Goes running out and up. Gains around 7 on that, bringing them back within the 10-yard range for their 3rd down here.
Absolute confusion in the backfield on whatever that play was supposed to be. Even the near receiver was coming back as if he was supposed to just do a 2-yard run and then come back and catch the ball. It was not even there. That was not even the plan. It looked like a confusion on the handoff, but Merrill able to make something out of nothing. It will be 3rd and a very long 8 to get to the 1st down marker, which will be at the Panthers' 45-yard line, as the ball is lined up at the 47-yard line of Berean, 3rd and long.
Keeps it, goes running up, met by Panther though. Stopped and tackled right at the 50, it looks like.
An option play by Merrill, decided not to hand it off, and now he is on his back. Ooh. And the players are walking away from him as the training team comes out. Let's move the camera off of him just for a minute. We'll keep the camera off as Merrill is laying down on his back, has his left leg kind of cinched up. I don't know if he ended up getting hit or pancaked. It was a very fierce hit. It will be 4th down and 5 when we return to action, but Merrill, if he ends up going out right now, number 7 is warming up on the sideline. Preston Scherer, the 8th grader, the 5'8" quarterback who is an 8th grader, the backup quarterback on this team. He is the present and possibly the future of this team. As you see him warming up on the near sideline, we'll take a look at him as he ends up running into that huddle. We're going to keep the camera off of Merrill, and now we can put it on him as he's being helped up. He ends up hopping to his feet, but he is getting a little bit of assistance to walk off the field. He's not under his own power all the way, as one of the trainers is hanging on to him, so he will head to the training table, which is currently being occupied still by Jake Jensen, the junior fullback. You might need to move him off, but I'm not sure if, nope, it's not a shoulder injury or anything like that. He hit himself in the head. Now he's shaking it off. As number 7, the 8th grader, Preston Scherer, comes into the game. He will line up under center.
Ooh, caught them.
Yes, and got them to jump offside, and that will give his team a 1st down. So Preston will come back over, talk to Coach Hampton, as, again, Isaac Merrill was injured on that last play. Excuse me.
Injuries at this point in the season are never fun. They can usually either last a game or
they're doing a concussion check right now as they're looking into his eyes. In the meantime, Preston goes under center, 1st and 10 for Berean. Lined up at the 45-yard line of the Panthers. Big run to the outside. Now cutting back in. Moving around again. Not going down. Johnny Torres cannot be stopped. He will not be denied. No flags on the play. A huge run for Torres. Gets almost to the 25-yard line. I think right at the 25-yard line. And it will be another Berean Academy 1st down. A fantastic run by Johnny Torres, getting a couple of big blocks. Numero 5 making a big hurt on the Panther defense. The ball spotted at the 25.
Snapping under center. Goes for a handoff to number 17. All right, a couple Panthers were on him. Took 4 of them to finally bring him down right at the line of scrimmage.
That was actually number 37, Zacchaeus Banks, a 6'1" junior, offensive lineman and defensive lineman. It's like Refrigerator Perry. There's a John Berger reference for you, referencing something from the 1980s into a game. I'm doing that in honor of John Berger. But it's like watching the Fridge end up taking a run. How did the Fridge only get 1 yard? Great defense by the Panthers. It's 2nd and 9 for Berean. Again, number 7, Preston Scherer, the 8th grader, under center.
Lining up the same. Oh, handing off to the second running back this time. Goes charging up. But got stopped by one of the Panthers. Gaining him only a few yards on that one, bringing it 3rd down and around 4.
So a run up the middle by Johnny Torres, and ends up getting a couple, but then ends up getting stuck right there. And it will be 3rd and about 4, as Mark said. as the 8th grader, Preston Scherer, getting live game reps in this semifinal game, driving his team down the field under center. Third and short, excuse me.
Ooh, handoff to number 5. Got tripped up by number 4 on that one. Only gains around a yard on that one.
That was great defense by number 4 on the Panthers. I don't have a roster for them because they were not listed. Their roster was not listed on Max Preps, but number 4 made a great stop. Coming up, getting in the face of Torres. Before he could get his feet completely under him, he ended up tripping as he was trying to cut away. It is 4th down and 3 for Berean, and they are lining up to run the play as a timeout is called. Ooh. Looking to see Isaac Merrill still on the sideline. It looks like his helmet is still off. I don't know if he'll be returning to the game on this drive, but the training staff is checking him out and asking him all the questions that he needs to answer for concussion protocol, which is, I believe, what Isaac Merrill is in right now. It was not an injury, but they're giving him his helmet back. Isaac Merrill is putting his helmet on, tapping his head before he goes to get in the huddle. His helmet is on. We'll see if he locks up his chin strap or if they decide to keep Preston in for this 4th down play.
There you brought out number 11 from the play there. Seems like they might still keep him in, just put him at a different position, no?
So Isaac Merrill is coming in to this play, but Preston Scherer will be the quarterback. Merrill split out to the left. 4th and 3 on the opening drive of the second half by the Berean Academy Eagles. Preston takes a snap and he's tackled right away, but tosses it to the running back who makes one move but cannot go anywhere. Tremendous penetration by the Panthers defense will turn the ball over on downs. It will be 1st down. Panthers down by 10 here in the 3rd. Talk about that defensive play, Mark.
Ooh, that was really, like, just to immediately snap it and have already like 2 defenders coming in, absolutely putting the pressure on. It seemed like he was gonna hand off to his running backs. Couldn't quite get that opportunity. All he could do was just toss it away and hope that one of his running backs was able to just make a mad dash for it. Already there was too many Panthers in the backfield on that one to let something happen here.
Medical timeout. Paradise Valley Panther down on the sideline.
So over on the sideline, yeah. Well, it looks like one of the Panthers is down on the far sideline. I didn't even notice that. He is off the field of play, but they're going to push a pause on play. We want to talk about some of our sponsors here in a game powered by SSVEC.
Ooh.
It's Jeff and Mark hanging out with you this evening here under the Friday night lights of the semifinal action here in the CAA Division 1. Mark.
I'll quickly list off some of our sponsors here. Seniors Helping Seniors, Desert RV in Huachuca City, Stan Greer Millworks, Burger King, Ed Morris Automotive Group, American Southwest Credit Union, TWN Communications, Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, Grasshopper Landscaping, Ginger's Title Service of Sierra Vista, Aloe Fiber, Right Way, Sierra Toyota, Barnett's Towing and Propane, Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista, Sonic Sierra Vista, Duran Plumbing, the Cheryl Ethel team at Long Reality,
or Realty,
Eagle Plumbing, Always Faithful Dog Training, Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. You can see them up on the screen as Dan the Man and the big team back in the Cool FM studios is flashing those up for you as they are still looking at that player down on the sideline, now sitting up, so we can put the camera back over there on that student athlete. Again, these are student athletes. They were in class today on a Friday getting ready for this game, and Paradise Valley had to take a long drive down. Now the student athlete kind of hopping up, getting an applause from the far side of the field, as well as the Berean fans here on the stands. And you know what? There's actually a good contingency of family members, and looks like a couple of students there that came and made that drive from the West Valley.
To make it that far, especially with the amount of construction going on I-10 that slows everything down so much. Like, that's just got to be a crazy drive there. There we go.
And you were just up there for the Benson game, right?
Yeah, there's a lot. constructed.
First down for the Panthers. Quarterback rolls out, ball tipped by number 9. Isaac Hwy, the 6'1" senior. Again, part of that legacy of this senior class that has been a part of this team for several years. And they know the excellence that is at this level that Jalen Hampton and his coaching staff have been preaching for 4 years that this program has been in existence. So we'll see what happens on 2nd down and 10, but that player on the far side of the field is up, and that is good to see. Isaac Merrill is in the game. He is playing a deep safety position. So whatever the concussion protocol was in, he passed it, and he is back for 2nd and 10. Panthers, quarterback in shotgun, takes the snap, rolls to his left, now to his right, getting flushed out, tries to hit his receiver, coming back to the ball, and they will lose yards on that play. It will be 3rd and 13. The defense for Berean stepping up, Mark.
Oh, yeah. Screenplay there. You're always taking a gamble with screenplay here, hoping that alley is open, and that alley was not open, already being covered by one of the Berean players there.
So it will make 3rd and very long for the Panthers as their quarterback, number 13, runs in the play from the sideline. It's 8-man football. Again, anything can happen on 3rd down. We saw a couple of 4th down completions, and on 3rd and long, I can tell you exactly what they're going to do. They're going to throw that ball 30 yards and get a pass interference call and get a 1st down. That's my guess. Let's see if that comes to pass. On 3rd down, the quarterback has 2 receivers split to the high side. Takes the snap, backs up, and he will get flushed out of the pocket, roll, and throw to the sideline out of bounds, and it will make 4th and 13. Good defensive coverage downfield and great penetration by the defensive line, flushing the quarterback to his right and not able to give him the time to launch that ball long.
Forcing them, keeping them at their spot, keeping them so far back from the 1st down that they now have to send out the punt team to get the ball away from that end zone there.
So they will not go for it. They know that they're down by 10, but there's a lot of time left in this game. We're in the 3rd quarter here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field in a game powered by SSBEC. It's Jeff and Mark hanging out with you as the ball gets snapped to the punter. Takes the kick, and it is a line drive kick that takes 1, 2, 3, 4 hops. Isaac will just run away from it. The ball will get into Berean territory and settle at the 41-yard line of Berean Academy. They will have still good field position, and Isaac Merrill should be coming back in under center to be the quarterback. It looks like Preston Sherrod, the 8th grader who came in on a good drive that went down the field, ultimately stalled out on 4th and 5, turning the ball over on downs. Berean will have another chance. So their defense holds, and now it's the Berean offense back out on the field. Ball spotted at their own 41-yard line. We are in the 3rd quarter as Isaac Merrill takes the play in from his head coach. And looks like number 2 chasing him in there, Nate, the 5'10" freshman. And now Nate comes back out. And number 10 comes in. That's Kaiden Wood.
Could you just imagine for like a second being like that 8th grade quarterback there? Like the amount of
I can't even imagine, honestly. I mean, wow, you said that. And I'm like, no, I can't. I cannot imagine what a great job that Preston did coming in that situation. Isaac in shotgun. He will fake the handoff and run to the outside. A swarm tackle, and it takes 4 guys to bring him down. And again, he was getting checked for a concussion just a few minutes ago. You don't necessarily want to see your quarterback taking another hit like that, but he does gain 4 on the play. It will be 2nd down and a long 6, maybe 3.5. We'll round it up to 4 and say it's a 2nd and a long 6 with the ball spotted at the 44-yard line. So Isaac Merrill, the senior quarterback, again, watching him speak at the Boys and Girls Club event a couple weeks ago. He said, my name is Isaac Merrill, and I'm a professional athlete. He said, I'm speaking that into existence to speak it into the future because every part of his life has happened that way. He's had an amazing career.
Goes running out the
side. And he
side.
hands off to Torres. Torres off to the races, sprinting down the sideline. Just barely walking the tightrope all the way down to the 11-yard line.
There's an injury on
the player from the Panthers who barely knocked him out, and he goes out of bounds. So there's an injured player for the Panthers. We'll take the camera off of him and look at the field. But a huge run by number 5, Johnny Torres. Johnny 5 staying alive, and 5'9" senior tailback putting the hurt around the near side. A huge run, getting the ball down to the 11-yard line. where Berean will have 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors who make this coverage possible. You can see them all in the post description and on the screen. Whether you're tuning into this game or watching the action in Wilcox tonight, the Bobcats, the Cowboys going head-to-head. Do we have a score update on that one? I would love to see.
I can pull that up real quick.
What's happening in that game there, Mark? I'm curious. I'm curious to know. I was talking to Bruce Wetton, the Herald Review Media sports editor, who's a friend of mine. I saw him last night at the Cochise College men's basketball game. He was picking Wilcox to win the game tonight. What is the score?
Currently, it is 20-0 in favor of Wilcox in the 4th quarter with 11 minutes to go.
So they're in the 4th. We're still in the 3rd here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. So that game was probably a big defensive game, and that kept the clock moving. But a 3-score lead for Wilcox in the 4th quarter. You can't count Benson out. Like you said, Benson is a team that can fire off points in a hurry. How far did you travel to go see them last week?
Oh, boy. Technically, the drive was supposed to be 2 hours and 45 minutes. It turned into a 4-hour drive.
Because of the construction.
Yeah. And the thing is the school that they were playing, Phoenix Christian, was right next to downtown. So they were playing them inner city boys, which don't mess around. But they were able to keep toe-to-toe with them, score, and then second half they just ran away with 2 scores on that one.
So Benson earned their chance to be in this game against Wilcox tonight for sure. And again, having a rivalry game right along the I-10 corridor, Benson versus Wilcox, it's one that it's almost like seeing a Bisbee and Tombstone in a semifinal game, or watching a Wilcox and I don't know, some other great 2A team that
Wilcox versus Pima. Those are 2 powerhouse schools.
Well, Pima up there in the Gila Valley, those guys know how to do it. So the player was helped up, but he is limping off on the sideline.
Oh, that's number 15. There's one of their star players who make
one of the big players there who made that tackle out of bounds. So Isaac Merrill from the shotgun takes a snap, and it is a reverse play, looking to make one-man miss and not able to do it. Big number 77, the corn-fed Colossus, blows up the reverse play, and it will be 2nd and long. Tackled in the backfield, a massive loss of yards on that play on 1st down will make it 2nd and about 18. The 1st down marker is on the 1-yard line. So all intents and purposes, they need to score.
At this point, it's just a goal. It's just a goal at this point.
The Eagles' chance coming from the crowd. Isaac Merrill takes the snap high, runs around that left side, tries to make one-man miss, and there's a flag on the play. He stayed in bounds, but the clock will stop as the flag will be a holding call against Berean. I believe against Berean it is, and they will back that up even further. It will be 2nd down and 29.
It is a very, very tough situation at this point to have a 2nd and that long. Like, it's big plays from here on out to even have a chance of a 1st down to, well, at this point, a touchdown. So,
with the 1st down marker being at the 1, again, a touchdown. When you're there, you may as well score. Yeah. So instead of just getting the 1st down and stopping at the 1, why not put it in the end zone? So Berean will have to come up with a huge play here. Isaac Merrill will be in shotgun, flanked by Johnny Torres. 2 receivers split to the left-hand side. The coverage for the defense of the Panthers ready to go. They decide to hand off to Torres. He makes 2 men miss, comes around, goes up the middle again, keeps his feet moving, and almost comes back to the original line of scrimmage. Actually, he does at the 11-yard line. So it will be 3rd down and 10 from the 11. They get a huge run, almost 20 yards on that play. Actually, yeah, the ball is spotted right at the sticks, and it will be 3rd down. They have to get to the 1-yard line for a 1st down. I believe this is 4-down territory. I don't think they're going to be kicking a field goal here. I think Jalen Hampton, the head coach, who's calling the plays on this offense, will end up taking, if it is a 4th down, will end up taking.
Even if they go pushing for it and fail on this one, it would leave the Panthers in a very bad spot here, which could lead to potential safety possibility here.
Great point, Mark. And that is what the Eagles might be facing unless they get a first down. I mean, it's third down, and now a timeout called? Or is it the end of the quarter? No, it is timeout Berean. So we're not at the end of the third quarter yet. I don't know why they called a timeout right there. I think what they wanted to do was maybe line up the offense, see what the defense was looking like, but that's usually more for a basketball play rather than a football play.
Third downs are always so key for your drive in general, because your fourth down is usually reserved for, like, if you need to kick a field goal, if you need a punt and whatnot. So your third down is essentially your last guaranteed drive to even get close to a first down, if you're going to get a first down at all.
So in this third quarter, no points have been scored. After 38 points were put together by both teams in the first half, it's been a shutout here so far in the second half.
There must have been some great speech from both of the coaches in the, I'm going to say quote-unquote locker room here for the
using that term loosely, yeah. And so Berean will come out. 3rd and 10. They got to get to the 1 yard line for the first down, but I believe this is 2 down territory for them. They lead by 10. Ball spotted on the 11 yard line. Isaac Merrill will be in shotgun, flanked by Johnny Torres, and again, those 2 receivers out to the left-hand side. The familiar offensive set for Berean. As Merrill calls for the snap, takes it, hands off to Torres. No, fakes the handoff. And he tosses it, and no gain on the play to his, what was it, a fullback or a tight end, maybe doing a flat run across. That was number 21, Omar, ended up making the catch. He was the one who got the 2-point conversion on the last touchdown that Berean scored, their only score in the second quarter, giving them a total of 28 points. And that will make it 4th down as Isaac Merrill is having a conversation with Coach Hampton. And as Mark said, if they do not get a first down here, it is not the end of the world. They still lead by 10, and they're putting the Panthers deep in their own territory and letting the defense go to work. But the offense is on the field now, and they want to make something happen in the meantime. So, Torres lines up alongside his quarterback. Number 10 in motion. Merrill decides to keep, and he will keep all the way and get nowhere near the first down marker. The 4th down run only gets to the 5 yard line for the second straight drive by Berean. They turn the ball over on downs. So the good news is that the Panthers will start their drive at the 5, and it will be time for the defense to do some magic on this field and end up just stopping them and forcing them to punt, giving their team a short field. But great credit goes to Paradise Valley. Their defense has really stepped up here in the third quarter, Mark.
Oh, yeah. They've stepped up a lot, being able to get into that backfield more, because it used to be that they were more of just for covering it, but they've been able to get the linemen in it more.
And so the Panthers will start from their 5 yard line. Prime real estate to get a pick 6. Why are they're blowing the whistle to send that player off the field now? There's only 7 on the field. Now they bring another player in. Not sure why they did that, but there is 1 receiver to the top side. That was the one that got split out. The head official is checking his wrist right now to see where we reach the end of the third quarter. The snap and the run gets a couple of yards, gets him a little bit more breathing room, probably up to about the 6 yard line, maybe the 7. Either way, it will be 2nd and long for the Panthers. As on that run, the clock should be ticking down. We should be really close to the end of the third, heading in to the fourth quarter here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. Mark.
That's the end right there. It looks like the ref has signaled that it's end. It looks like he was checking his watch and looked at them.
The end of the third quarter.
Yep, I called it.
You called it, Mark. Look at you. We're going to flip sides of the field, and there will be 12 minutes to glory for back-to-back-to-back trips to the state championship on the line for the Berean Academy Eagles. Will they hold on to this 10-point lead after 38 points total scored in the first half? 0 gets on the board in the third quarter. What will happen in the fourth? We want to thank all of our sponsors. Of course, this game powered by SSVEC. Thank you to our good friends, Seniors Helping Seniors at Southern Arizona, SHS.com. Desert RV online at DesertRVCenter.com. Stan Greer Millworks at StanGreerMillworks.com. The Burger King in Bisbee at 1221 Naco Highway. Our good friends over at the Ed Morse Automotive Group, Sierra Vista and Cochise County are backed by Morse. Thank you to the American Southwest Credit Union at ASCU.org. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Opportunity Lender. Thank you, TWN Communications. Prestige Remodeling and Restoration. Grasshopper Landscaping. Ginger's Title Services. Aloe Fiber. Right Way. Sierra Toyota. All of these companies make this game possible, this broadcast possible. Barnett's Towing and Propane. Benny's Pizza. Sonic on East Fry Boulevard. Duran Plumbing. The Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Eagle Plumbing. Always Faithful Dog Training. And Copper Queen Community Hospital. The fourth quarter begins. 12 minutes to glory.
Ooh, looking for a pass here.
The ball is up in the air, and the pass is short. It will be third and long for the Panthers. You heard the entire sideline yell pass from all the way up here in the top of the bleachers at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. The fourth quarter is underway. At 9:15.
Ooh, 9:15. Wow.
So the incomplete pass will stop the clock, and that is good news for the Panthers. They want to get that clock stopped as much as possible. But the Berean Academy defense, will they hold here on 3rd and long? The quarterback for the Panthers runs the play in from the sideline. That's a lot of extra running for the quarterback, if you think about it, because they're so far deep in their own territory. He's got to run 30 yards just to get to the coach to get the call, and then go 30 yards back to get into the huddle to call this play. 3rd and long. The quarterback in shotgun, receiver to the low side. He's looking. They throw over the middle. Ball tipped by number 21, Omar, the 5'11" senior, tipping that pass. Boy, if he would have caught that ball, there was green grass, a pick six in his future. Instead, the ball hits the ground. It will be 4th down, and it looks like they might be punting on this play. They have no choice but to kick it away. So, as we give you the best possible view, as Marcus do a double duty calling this game and getting some great camera shots for you, the Panthers will be punting, as there will be a timeout on the field. So, PV takes a TO. Thank you again to all the sponsors. Thank you to our broadcast team back in the studio, making sure that you get this awesome experience watching this game with the Chiron, the score, and all the stuff going on. So Wilcox, last check, is in the fourth quarter, leading 20-0 over Bisbee. And Wilcox could be, again, 2 wins away from a state championship themselves. And Wilcox has had a tremendous season. I've got to see them on the Cool Zone many times over the course this year. What's the score now?
It's still 20-0. The last time it was 11 minutes to go was at 8:33, so I'd probably guess it's around 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter right now.
So, about halfway through the fourth quarter in that game, and we are early in the fourth quarter here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. 4th and long. Paradise Valley will kick a line drive to Isaac Merrill. Catches it on the hop, rolls all the way back to the 46-yard line, makes one man miss, makes another man miss, keeps running through! He makes another man miss, and sees green grass! Isaac Merrill goes in for the score!
Oh!
What a flag on the play right in front of us. What are they going to call? I don't even know what does this motion mean? Sideline? Is that a sideline warning?
That might be a sideline warning, yeah.
So it is a touchdown, but a sideline warning for Berean. Isaac Merrill ended up getting the ball on the hop and made it a 46-yard special teams play into the end zone for the touchdown. It is, let's see here, 28 plus 6 would be 34 to 20.
Ooh, are they going to kick for it?
No, 34-18, excuse me. 34-18, right? So it's 28-18. Now it's 34-18. No scoreboard here, and they will try to kick the extra point as Alan Carreno, the 5'10" junior kicker, will line up. Isaac Merrill, who just scored that special teams touchdown, will be the holder. Again, so much confusion on these plays, not knowing who's supposed to be coming in on what play.
Oh,
and
ball.
They're calling for the ball. Oh, that was a great throw from that kid right there. Oh,
Kid could be a future QB right there.
Without a doubt, a future Berean Academy Eagle for sure, making his first complete pass in a semifinal game. So going for the extra point at 34-18. The hold is down, the kick is up, and it looks good. It is good. It is 35-18. Berean Academy that much closer to finishing out this run. They have not played in 1 month a live action game. Mark, what goes through your mind? Is it a hunger to get out and actually hit people who are not on your team? Or would there be, in your mind, maybe a lackadaisical effort on the team not knowing what that real game feel is like?
I think it's the first option you said, which is a hunger to hit someone that's not your own. Because normally in practices, you're told to hold back against your own teammate. Just to let it all out here, especially in the semifinals where you have a chance to just make it big and go for state here. There's that drive hunt there. And it helps even more that it's senior night. So the seniors are out here trying to get their big victory on their own night.
This will be the final time that these seniors play on Keith Hampton Memorial Field. As we are just probably 8 or 9 minutes away from them punching their ticket to the championship game. Great kick. Boy, that'll go all the way down to the 6-yard line. Paradise Valley runner getting stuffed right at the 21. Running into a brick house known as Miles Woodward, the 5'9" junior linebacker, coming up and making the tackle. Assisted, looked like, by number 2, Nate, the 5'10" freshman. So a good amount of this team is not just seniors. The seniors were the ones who've been here for 4 years. They've been to the state championship the last 2 years, looking to get back for the 3rd straight year. And now you got these freshmen, sophomores, and juniors who are feeling what the Berean Academy Eagles mentality is all about. They are understanding the sacrifice that it takes, the blood, the sweat, the tears that pours out of every single ounce of effort that the Eagles give on every play. We're in the 4th quarter. The Eagles lead 35-18. The Panthers have the ball, and they get stuffed on first down, barely gaining. I don't even know if they gained a yard on that play. He might have just got back to the line of scrimmage. It will be 2nd down and 10. The Berean Academy defensive line has stepped up. Again, they laid a goose egg at the offense for Paradise Valley that scored 18 points in the first half, almost scoring as many points in the first half as the Berean defense has given up over the course of the season. They've shut them out thus far here in the second half.
I mean, you got to give at least a little credit here to the defense that it's a, It's Berean that's 2nd ranked versus the Paradise Valley that's ranked 3rd. It's very close competitive teams here that are both evenly matching of themselves.
That's going to be a false start. It was number 75 who ended up jumping. So what the Paradise Valley does is that they come up to the line, and then the quarterback says set, and then they get down in the 3-point stance. So it's almost like they're trying to get the defense to jump off sides, but that time it was the offense that jumped off sides. Back it up 5 yards, 2nd down and 15. The first down marker is at the 32-yard line, so they've got a ways to go here on 2nd and long. The quarterback in shotgun has a receiver to the near side. Drops back, looking, throws, and overthrows his receiver in the flat, coming from the tight end position, making that flat route, which would have been, had he caught it, maybe a gain of about 6 or 7, but the ball hits the ground. The clock stops, which is what Paradise Valley wants, and it is 3rd and 15 for the team from Paradise Valley, who lost to this Berean team by 3 scores 2 months ago.
At this point, I think that the Panthers are out here for revenge. It especially showed that in the 2nd quarter here. They're a little lacking on trying to find themselves here with their pass game on the second half here.
Well, and that pass game needs to include those long bombs to try to get that pass interference call that worked so well for them in the first half. So caught the ball, did number 4, but tackled by number 5 and number 2, Johnny Torres and Nate Titano in on the tackle, and it will be 4th down and 11. You're in the 4th quarter, you're down by several scores. You can't punt here, can you? You need to keep going because you're down by you're down by 3 scores.
Well, at this point, there's really no other option but to punt here, because if you give up here and try to, or well, I won't say give up. If you try to push for a first down here, what ends up happening is you give Berean the better position here. Punting it would just give them in a worse position, and in best case scenario, your defense would have to come out and easily sack to get yourself a better position. So at this point, it would be left up to the defense. Now, is that what they're going to do? It looks like they may just go for it. That's not, in my opinion, the smartest choice, but it's what they're going with here.
Or a quick kick, possibly. I'm not sure, but it looks like the quarterback is lined up. He will take the snap, drop back. He's not going to kick it. He's throwing out short.
Oh.
And the ball comes on the ground. It's loose. Picked up by number 21. Omar goes in for the score.
No, it's stopped short at the inches.
No way.
Oh, my word.
He's inside the 1. Are you kidding me? They're spotting him at the 1. A pass play that was not even going to be a first down, and a player down for Paradise Valley on the play. He got hit, got rocked, dropped the rock on the ground, picked up by Omar, excuse me, who ended up running up the near sideline, and he will be spotted down. It looks like they're spotting it at about the 2-yard line.
Ooh. See, this is where I think we put my favorite play in, the tush push.
Well, they are the Eagles, so, I mean, if you think about it.
I mean, very fitting.
It absolutely would be. The brotherly shove being played here in Sierra Vista. Will that happen? The player does get up and jogs over after getting hit, dropping the ball, and Berean's defense not only stepped up, they stepped up big on 4th down. They didn't just stop the play. They stripped the ball. They got the fumble recovery, and they ran it in almost for a pickup 6. Instead, the ball will be spotted at about the 2.5 yard line, and that is where Berean will have it. They lead 35-18.
41.
Oh, it
Looks
counted.
like 2. Are they saying 2?
It counted, supposedly. It's a 41. They're saying 41.
Oh, okay, so it did count. He did get in.
So that's just for field. This is for the extra point now. Oh, my.
So it is 41-18. So he was in for the score. But you're right. It looked like this official on the near side was marking it. I didn't see him raise his hands to say it was a touchdown.
I didn't even see even any of the other ones did, like the head ref and whatnot.
So they are bringing in number 7, Preston Scherer under center. Hands it off to number 10, who goes in for the score. Kaiden Wood, the 5'8" freshman, gets the 2-point conversion. It is 43-18. The Berean Academy Eagles are just moments away from punching their ticket to their 3rd straight championship game.
It is a crazy drive off here. Coming out of there with like only a 10 points, and then now just driving it off, going for, what is it now, almost like 20? I think it's like 15 at this point.
It is absolutely bonkers to know that the 3rd quarter had 0 points. And now all of a sudden, Berean's offense and the defense have both stepped up in amazing ways. The special teams stepped up in an amazing way. The defense stepped up. The offense finished it off with a 2-point conversion. It is 43-18.
See, the way they do kickoff is actually quite interesting to me. I don't really normally see them do like 3-point stances for kickoffs. Kicks it far.
Good kick. Caught at the 20. The runner finding nowhere to go and gets down right at the 25-yard line. And that is where the Panthers' drive will start. As you saw, number 14 coming off the field pumped up. That's Miles Woodward, the 5'9" junior. He is full of gasoline, as this entire Berean team is. Moments away here in the 4th quarter from wrapping it up. How do you put this into perspective? Boy, can't wait to talk to head coach Jalen Hampton about that next week, as he will be taking his team to their 3rd straight championship game. The Panthers line up, 1st and 10.
Last minute shuffle on that one.
They snap it to their running back. He gets a couple yards off that left-hand side, off tackle. Maybe 2. We'll be generous and say 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8, as that means the clock is running. So 43-18 on that run. My gosh, this is the Berean dominance that we've seen for 3 straight years. And I'm so excited and so proud of this team, knowing that Cool FM was there literally their very first season. We were there to cover them. We were there as they were playing over on the fields behind just down from the City of Sierra Vista complex off of Tacoma Street. And that was a huge play there, but a flag coming in, that will stop the clock. I'm not sure what the flag will be. I couldn't tell. There was a big scrum of players. Looked like all 16 were in on that tackle or in around that ball. It will be a personal foul face mask against the Eagles, so that will be a big
15-yard drawback there.
A big first down, taking the ball all the way up to the 41-yard line. Now the clock will run. The official, the head official, is watching his wrist. I'm keeping an eye on him because he will let the coaches know how much time is left. But for all intents and purposes, this game is wrapped up. Just past the 9 o'clock hour in Arizona. It is the award-winning Cool FM Sports. You're watching the dominant Berean defense come through yet again. A massive, big tackle made by number 35, Leviticus Samau, the 6'2" sophomore.
Oh my. Still gains the round 1 though, sadly. Brings it 2nd and 9.
So the Berean Academy Eagle mascot running around here in the stands, getting high fives from the kiddos, playing with the pom-poms and having a good time. Got the Berean cheer team out here as well as the defense lines up. Tight formation except for one receiver to the near side. Snap to the running back. Finds some edge around the near side. Gains about 3, but will be stopped. And it will be 3rd down and 5.
That was one of those hits where you could just feel it. Like you just saw him run in and just go wham right at him.
And a timeout called by Paradise Valley. They will talk this over as the Berean defensive coach comes out. They're tossing the water bottles around, and they are ready to get back to the championship. They have more than earned their way back to the state championship. And I believe the opponent that they're facing played last night. So let me look up here on Max Preps. And see if I can find, let's look this up here.
In the meantime, I got the score for Benson versus Wilcox tonight.
Yeah, please.
It is about to end with less than a minute. Well, actually less than a minute, like 7 minutes ago, meaning it's probably ended now with 26-0 in favor of Wilcox.
Wow. So they finished it off. They finished the story, did Wilcox and Benson. The amazing rivalry comes to an end tonight with Wilcox winning. And Berean up big. Wow, big tackle and the ball on the ground.
Fumbled.
The offense the defense recovers the ball. The offense will be back out on the field. A huge hit laid down, and Isaac Hively recovers the ball. I don't know who made the hit that dropped that ball. That was an unbelievable play. But number 37 is coming off to the side of the field, holding his face. I'm not sure if Zacchaeus was the one that ended up making that hit.
Just whack, went rolling for a bit, and then just a straight dive for it. Everyone was going for that.
So last night,
recovered.
Gila Bend beat Sequoia Pathfinder, and they are waiting Berean Academy in the championship game that will be played 1 week from tomorrow, Saturday, November 22nd, up in Phoenix. And we know Cool FM Live will be there. The question is, looks like this is not going to be a formation of victory, like a victory formation, there might be too much time left in the game. So they're going to give the ball into the hands of 8th grader Preston Scherer, who came in and actually ran the offense really well.
Ooh,
when
number 20 charged up the middle there, gained around 4, it looks like, on that play.
When Isaac ended up coming out of the game with an injury, and now they will end up running out the clock. It will be victory formation. They're sending in the starters to do victory formation. 2nd down and long, it doesn't matter. This game is all but a formality. At this point, we await the final whistle.
Paradise Valley on the other side, already looking like they're going to line up on the 50 with their their 5 players on the sideline. Wow.
To come out and do the handshake, they're getting ready for it.
I would actually love to see a game of Berean versus St. David, 2 powerhouse schools here in Cochise County facing it. I'd love to see that one of these times.
We await the clock to tick down. Isaac Merrill, under center, takes the ball, snaps it, takes 1 step backwards, downs the ball.
And that signifies
the final whistle. We don't hear a final whistle because the crowd is cheering too loudly. The game has come to an end. Berean Academy wins 43-18. They head to meet Gila Bend in the championship game 1 week from tomorrow. The Eagles go back to back to back to get to the championship game, looking for their 2nd state championship in 2 years. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors making this coverage possible. Our good friends at Seniors Helping Seniors, Desert RV in Huachuca City, Stan Greer Millworks, Burger King in Bisbee at 1221 Naco Highway, the Ed Morse Automotive Group, American Southwest Credit Union, TWN Communications, Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, Grasshopper Landscaping, Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, Aloe Fiber, Right Way, Sierra Toyota, Barnett's Towing and Propane, Vinny's Pizza, Sonic on East Front Boulevard, Duran Plumbing, Eagle Plumbing, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, Always Faithful Dog Training, Copper Queen Community Hospital, and thank you to our presenting sponsor, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative. We finished this evening thanking Mark for handling this game until I got here in the 2nd quarter. My man, great job tonight. To the crew out in Wilcox watching the Cowboys head again to the semifinal game of the 2A. We have seen the Berean Academy Eagles punch their ticket against Gila Bend 1 week from tomorrow. They will be going to the championship game. From all of us at Cool FM Live, we want to thank you for watching the award-winning Cool FM Sports tonight. Thank you to the crew back in the studio. Signing off from Keith Hampton Memorial Field, they huddle up for a post-game prayer. Both teams coming out on the field. And thankfully, no major injuries this evening on either sideline, although number 6 is still down, possibly an ankle injury there for Jake Jensen. But worst case scenario, Berean very healthy going into the final against Gila Bend 1 week from tomorrow. Cool FM Live will be there. We hope you will be there watching. Thank you so much for watching the award-winning Cool FM Sports tonight. Signing off from Keith Hampton Memorial Field, Jeff Davenport wishing you a wonderful rest of your weekend. Congratulations to the Berean Academy Eagles going back to the state championship for the 3rd straight year.
Alrighty then.